Welcome to Arizona Living, your home, your inspiration. I'm your host, Jane Klaus. Happy New Year! Now, we all know that updating our homes has been a popular pastime for the last couple of years. So today, we want to share some home updates that are trending in 2022. But before you knock down that wall for more space, let's just see what's coming up on the show. We take a trip south to the Tucson Botanical Gardens and why you should consider getting a home energy audit. Plus, design advice from American Furniture Warehouse. That and much more coming up on Arizona Living. In a recent Thumbtack poll, 40% of all homeowners said they plan to spend at least $5,000 on home updates in the coming year. So, here's a look at some home projects that are trending. According to the experts, the top 2 remodeling projects are expected to be mudrooms and outdoor spaces. In an effort to be more efficient, families want their mudrooms to have space for their keys, backpacks, and coats. And there's also a demand for drop-off areas for food and package deliveries. And with more time being spent at home, outdoor spaces are becoming more popular. Everything from updated kitchens to private retreats that have some type of heating and cooling so they can be used year-round. When it comes to home improvement projects, fireplaces are on the top of many lists. As homeowners cozy up for the winter, fireplace and chimney installations have increased 83%. And home organization is also on the rise. Time at home has revealed the need for making spaces more functional. Closet remodels and cabinet installations are popular requests from customers. Always a simple way to update any space is paint. And when you're selecting a color, keep in mind some interesting research from Zillow. They found that certain paint colors can actually boost the value of your home. Blue bathrooms are a strong favorite among home buyers, but they noted it had to be light blue, nothing too bold. And neutral colors in the living spaces and kitchen are always a good choice. Whites, light grays, blues, and greens are timeless selections. On the flip side, paint color can also decrease your home's value if it's out of the box. Steer away from bright, boisterous hues. Now, you may love a red or a yellow kitchen, but it's not attractive to many home buyers. Of course, paint colors are personal, so selecting a color that you'll love is the most important. But if you're thinking long-term about your home's value, consider something that will appeal to everyone. Before we go, a few design trends topping the charts in 2022 are more vintage furniture, black accents in design, and using natural materials. Now, no matter the trends, put your stamp on your home design and you'll always feel at home. With rising energy costs, updating your AC is a must in the new year. And the experts at Intelligent Design can get you on the right track with their whole home energy audit.
Intelligent Design Solar Plumbing and Air is a family-owned business in Tucson, Arizona. We are the #1 rated company in Southern Arizona with over 13,000 5-star reviews online.
Our business consists of 3 different entities. We design, service, and repair air conditioning, solar, and plumbing systems for residential properties. One of the main services that we provide and that customers are asking us for is when they are looking at getting an air conditioning replacement or considering solar, or they just have high electric bills and are trying to figure out what is going on in the home, we always recommend an energy audit. And the reason we do that is there's a lot of things that are using energy in the home, and we try to find the things that are the lowest cost to fix and save the highest amount before we look at considering some of the more expensive things that have a lower yield. So it's always our goal to try and find the lowest cost way for you to accomplish your goals, which is lowering your electric bill. What you can expect when we come into your home is to first sit down at the dining room table and figure out what's going on in your home. Do you have hot and cold pockets in the house? What temperature do you keep the house? What are your electric bills like? What is the orientation of the roof? And once we're done figuring out what's going on in the house and your priorities, what you'd like to solve, then we go and we start doing the energy audit.
Typically, an energy audit will take at least 90 minutes, so plan on that. Beyond that, whatever questions or concerns you have, we're going to stay there as long as we need to make sure that we answer them. After an energy audit is complete, the customer is going to know what is wrong with their home as far as where they're losing energy, and we're going to give them all the solutions that we can offer in order to lower their bills, and then we will be happy to serve them.
Statistically, 90% of systems are installed incorrectly in Arizona. The 4 major issues are duct leakage, oversizing, meaning they're too big and they kick on and off too much, causing shorter life and sooner breakdowns. You also have incorrect refrigerant charge and incorrect airflow. So those 4 major issues, companies are just, we call them box swappers. They're coming in, looking at what you have, swapping it out for another one just like it, and not resolving any of the issues. And what happens with that is you can go and buy a very expensive air conditioner, but if you have even one of these deficiencies, it costs you more efficiency than going from the cheapest unit to the most expensive unit. Now, on the same note, solar companies come in and they just try to overwhelm your bill with as many solar panels as they can. We come at it from a completely different viewpoint. We look at the home 3-dimensionally, and if there's something that we can fix for $100 that would cost you $2,000 in solar, we're going to recommend the $100 fix, lowering the amount of solar you need by $2,000. We're trying to find the way to do it and accomplish your goals for the least amount.
So by now you may be thinking that you want to know where energy is being lost in your home, and we are happy to help. And if you know our commercials, then you know that if your house feels like hell and not heaven, call 888-8787.
Another popular home update is storm-proofing your home. It may not be glamorous, but with recent weather events, homeowners are looking into waterproofing their homes and installing sump pumps in case of flooding. Here's what we have coming up on Arizona Living. We take you on a road trip to the Tucson Botanical Gardens, and we explore how Arizona is protecting our water supply for the future.
Watch Creative Living only on Your View. Check your local listings for air times.
Getting out and exploring this great state should be on your 2022 to-do list. And one must-see spot is the Tucson Botanical Gardens.
When people visit the Tucson Botanical Gardens, they'll see that we've organized the grounds by pocket gardens. So we have 16 of these small themed gardens, and really it was a clever way to take what's an otherwise somewhat small space. 5.5 acres sounds large, but it's not big, especially compared to other gardens around the country, around the world. This way, we've kind of scaled the experience to the visitor, and we can fit much more variety in, rather than trying to do some multi-acre vista that only encompasses a small number of species. So by having 16 pocket gardens, we can really display much more botanical variety in a small space than we might otherwise be able to. I think one thing that is surprising to people when they visit the Tucson Botanical Gardens is just how big we are. Our gate is relatively narrow on Alvernon Road, the main road that we're on. And I think after people enter the grounds, they often are taken aback at just how far to the east and extensive our pocket gardens are. So we really are sort of this garden that's hidden in plain sight. So right now we have a beautiful fine art exhibition called Seeing the Invisible. What's a little different about this exhibition, it utilizes something called augmented reality. So this is a way to experience something through an app on your phone. So Tucson Botanical Gardens is one of 12 gardens worldwide that is partnered with Jerusalem Botanical Garden in Israel to create this augmented reality fine arts exhibition. 13 world-renowned artists have created pieces that are unique to this exhibition that you will experience only through the app. One of the things we're really excited about when people visit is the ability to see our Cox Butterfly and Orchid Pavilion.
Butterfly Magic is Tucson's first and only tropical butterfly and orchid exhibit. Every year we receive over 100 species of butterflies and over 200 flowering orchids are on display, and so every time you come here there's always something new to see, whether you've been coming here for a decade or it's your first time. This is the home of Rosie the corpse plant. It bloomed back in 2018, and every year it's put up a gigantic leaf for our visitors to enjoy. When a corpse plant blooms, it puts off a very, very potent smell. We bring in its pollinators, which are essentially small flies, and when it bloomed, we had over 10,000 people come through this exhibit to experience that smell in person. When you come to Butterfly Magic, we are a USDA regulated facility, so we essentially have airlocks at the entrance and exits of our building just to make sure no butterflies are escaping. When you enter the building, you'll notice there is a considerable amount of humidity as we are mimicking a tropical environment. We also have fish, a wonderful little waterfall display, and many other different things to see in addition to the butterflies and orchids. Come see the butterflies because it's a wonderful opportunity to see species that you wouldn't otherwise get to see here in southern Arizona. This is also an opportunity to learn more about kind of nature and why it's so important that we protect the rainforests and the habitats of all of these creatures.
As more and more people move to Arizona, our water demands also increase. So let's see how the Central Arizona Project is working to ensure the future of our water supply.
Earlier this year, the Secretary of the Interior declared that the Colorado River would be in a state of shortage for the first time in 2022. So Arizona will take about an 18% cut to its normal Colorado River supply, and that will be passed on to the lowest priority water users in Arizona, which are all Central Arizona Project customers, and this will primarily impact Pinal County agricultural users. CAP will take about a 30% cut to its supply. Because of drought and climate change, we've watched the levels in Lake Mead drop steadily over the last 2 decades, and the hydrology in the last couple of years has been very disappointing. We saw this coming, and the value of having a plan like this is that we can see it coming, we know what's going to happen, we know who it's going to happen to, and we can prepare. There are 3 shortage levels that have been defined, and we call them Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Tier 1 is the shortage level that we will be in 2022. This 18% on the river and 30% reduction to CAP supply. There's a Tier 2 and Tier 3, which is lower still. We've been in Tier 0. It's not a shortage, it's just a reduction, for voluntary reduction for the last couple of years. If the levels in the lake continue to decline, we may go into lower tiers of shortage. So continued conservation that we have been pursuing for a long time is going to be necessary to help get us through this. We can see deeper levels of shortages in the future if the hydrology continues to be as poor as it has been for the last couple of years. And of course, the lower that the lake declines, the less resiliency there is because there's just less water in the lake. Arizona has put away millions of acre feet stored underground to replace the supply that we are reducing from the Colorado River. Longer term, we are looking at desalination or bringing in supplies from elsewhere. The immediate thing that we need to do is conserve, and then recovery and reuse kind of in the medium term, and then finally augmenting the Colorado River supply with other supplies that are available to us. So even with these cutbacks, the CAP Canal is this magnificent piece of infrastructure that goes over 300 miles from the Colorado River down to south of Tucson. Our job is to keep this canal as full as possible and be a reliable water supplier for central and southern Arizona. And we're not just here to provide water, we're here to provide information as well. To learn more, visit knowyourwaternews.com.
New flooring always tops the list for home improvements. It's a good way to change the look and update any space. Hardwood floors, laminate, or wood look tiles are popular choices. But before you tear up that old shag carpeting, let's take a look at what we have coming up on the show. A new career path that'll have you traveling the country. And I show you how lights in a wine bottle can update your decor.
Enjoy local stories from your community in the form of videos, articles, podcasts, live streams, and more. Find it all only at yourview.com.
The supply shortages are still causing issues, even in getting items for your home remodel. But one Arizona company is trying to do its part by training more truck drivers to fill the need.
Why Eagle is because the shirt says, welcome home to family. It is family. They will give you every opportunity, every help you need to succeed in this industry.
Eagle is a great company. Like, I enjoy everyone here. They are willing to help you progress further from who you are. They're a very family-oriented company, and that they will have your back. If you need some home time, you need to take a long period of time, they're there for you.
Eagle KMC is a family-operated company in Tucson, Arizona. We also have a satellite yard in Phoenix. Eagle has the EST program. The EST program is an employer-sponsored training program. Basically no cost to the student. It's a quick turnaround to get guaranteed employment. So you do sign the 9-month pledge and hopefully stay for your 9 months. After that, you're free to go, free to stay. We'd like you to stay. So it makes us a little different than most companies where you're paying a tuition. A student can typically finish the program in 2 to 3 weeks, then come to work for Eagle. But it really does depend on the student, has to be dedicated and put a lot of hard work into it.
CDL schools are not cheap. You're getting loans for about maybe like $5,000 to $6,000 just for a 3 to a month course. I was just passing through. They didn't even look at other places. It was just a free CDL. I know CDL costs money. So when I saw the sign when I was passing through Eagle, I went for it.
I've been in some different industries. I've been an aviation mechanic for 13 years, but I tore my ACL in half. I couldn't come back doing the heavy loads, but I'm not a desk kind of job person. I like to be moving, and trucking just seemed like the next logical step. I was able to get a new career in a short amount of time and be able to make a decent living. And with Eagle, that came true.
The trucking industry right now is in high demand due to the driver shortage. Basically, most new drivers make $55,000 their first year. We do have availability of different home time options. Also, you get to travel, see the United States for free and get paid for it. Has great opportunities for people to take their home time wherever they want to take their home time. They don't have to come to Tucson. So if they have family, the family can fly to where they want to go and the driver can get paid to where they want to go. So if you've been looking for a career change, we certainly have one for you. So come on down to Eagle Transportation, Tucson, Arizona, and give us a try. Take a look at what we have to offer, and we really appreciate seeing you.
Experts predict that investing in eco-friendly upgrades that will keep energy costs down will be popular in the new year. Things like solar panels and new windows will top that list. But before you go green, let's see what we have next on Arizona Living. The experts at American Furniture Warehouse share design advice.
Enjoy local stories from your community in the form of videos, articles, podcasts, live streams, and more. Find it all only at yourview.com.
Wine bottles can be so much fun to empty, but even more fun to repurpose. There are so many ways to get creative and give them a new life. So today, let's make a decorative and beautiful twinkle light. You'll need an empty wine bottle with the labels peeled off, a cordless drill, and a 1/2-inch diamond head drill bit, a string of 30 to 50 count lights, hot glue, and floral beads. First, you'll need to drill a hole in the base of your wine bottle. There are several ways to do this. I found it easy to submerge the bottle and secure it in a basin with a wet towel, then proceed with the drilling. If you've not done this before, it's important to have parental supervision or work with somebody who's comfortable using a drill. Once your bottle is ready to decorate, thread the lights through the hole in the bottom of the bottle. Be sure to get them all in there. Next, using hot glue, glue the floral beads onto the bottle and work your way up to the neck in a decorative pattern. All right, once you finish the last bead, your bottle is complete. Time to turn the light on. And there you have it, a gorgeous, beautiful home decor twinkle light that you can use all year round. One simple way to update your space is new furniture. And the experts at American Furniture Warehouse have some great ideas for us.
When it comes to designing a space, there's a lot more to think about than just colors and textures. The rule of 3 is one of the most essential design foundations, and in this room you can find it everywhere. Starting with the upholstery, using a cream sofa and 2 brown accent chairs brings a sense of balance to the space, but if you look closely, groups of 3 can be found all over. Whether it's the 3 bookshelves we place along the back wall or the various home decor items like books, vases, or plants all arranged in 3s. One thing this room does a great job of demonstrating is the use of different colors, textures, and shapes within the groups of 3. A perfect example is the use of multiple rugs. Layering a standard area rug with a cowhide brings a uniqueness to the space that is balanced by the warm colors. And finally, by utilizing a coffee table and 2 end tables, we're able to carry the theme of 3 throughout the space. As always, you can find everything in this room and more at American Furniture Warehouse.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Jane Klaus, and I'll see you next time on Arizona Living, your home, your inspiration, where we help you create an inspired life. Happy New Year.